One thing to note is this is just a display setup here, the home screen. You can configure it in a few different ways and it will be on a per user basis. So what do I mean by that is if I've clicked in here, let's have a look at this device. If I want to not display that device on the main screen, I can just click the little pin there. If it's the pin selected, it will show from that screen. If it's got a line through it, like that device will no longer be visible on that main screen view. The gateway itself isn't really that useful to us from that main screen, so I'm gonna conceal it from view there. Now, if I log in from any of the other user profiles, that change won't have come through because the display, as I said before, is on a per user basis. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you how to group the heaters and change them to your liking. So we'll go in here to the device menu, we'll click all devices. We can set up a new group, and that's what I'm going to do here, add new group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group the heaters in a few different ways. I'm going to group the ones upstairs separately to the rest of the heaters. I'm going to deselect the gateway. So I've got 3 devices upstairs. So I'm going to name this group as upstairs. Finish. Now if I can go back to the display screen here, I've got the group of heaters visible in here, so I can tell that these are all in that one area that I've decided to group up there. I'm going to do that for a couple of more spaces throughout the showroom here, just for the exercise of it. So I have this heater and this heater, both located in the central meeting room here at the office. So we'll call that one meeting room. The gateway is also in the meeting room, so I might as well add that to that group. So I can see 3 devices in that space. I'm going to add another group. As I have 2 heaters at reception. There's a 1500 watt radiator. There's a 2000 watt radiator. Oh, I need to enter a name. We're going to call that reception. Now this is purely for a visual. We're not able to control all of the heaters in their various groups, but it does make the displaying of things a little bit simpler here. You can have 1 heater in a group if you would like to identify a room and which heater's in it. If you've not named the device the room name, you can also do that. So this heater here is in the front lounge room. If I wanted to, I could rename the device itself as front lounge room if I prefer to keep it a bit simpler. Or I could add a device in a room on its own. I'm going to add the final heater to the rear office where I'm sitting now. On its own, and that way I have all of the devices visible here in their various groups and how many heaters or devices are in those rooms.